Few thoughts. What makes anybody anything? Like, what makes someone worthy of attaining a title as far as that guy's a musician, that guy's a baker, or that guy's a sniper? How tenured did he have to be or experienced before he was worthy of receiving the title? Also, who's able to judge who is worthy and who is not? Who is the authority in the field? And why are they said authority? These are questions that everyone should ask themselves when they're trying to pursue something or attain a new skill, a new hobby, or just something that they want to invite into their lives. In an earlier video, I talked about finding your purpose, and this one I want to address talents and what does it mean to adopt a talent or pursue one, or even master one for that matter. It seems like anytime we want to approach something new, the first person we look to is the authority or someone that's been in it. And sometimes these are people that don't really know us that well, or might be a complete stranger, and we ask them, "Do you think I could get into this? Do you see this as something that I could be good at?" The way I see talents are the ability to be able to recognize patterns and apply it or reinterpret it as other patterns, or even the connection between being able to imagine someone or manifest something that's in your mind to the physical world. I think one of the major keys to identifying talents is being able to identify the world around you as art. To really be able to identify art, you kind of change your perspective and try to see the view of the world or your environment from different perspectives. Different perspectives give you a different idea or a different take on the same item. One of the beauties of art is being able to take the same item and breathe a new fresh air into it. Think about all the cartoon characters nowadays. You take animals that have no voice and you give them character and a voice. You give them expression and an interpretation or a story told from their point of view. And that's what makes it exciting or just strikes your curiosity. Having talents is taking an item and asking questions. What would it look like from this angle? What if I gave it this or put it within these parameters or put it in this kind of situation? My view on the world is that everybody's an artist and we all have talents, but we're just definitely afraid to kind of express them or even try to go into a new area because we feel that we need permission from authority and you don't want to do anything wrong. Now, granted, there are certain situations where you do want to be under supervision, but the idea here is the call to the adventure or starting your journey. Imagine like a big track where everyone starts at different points in their life. There's no wrong way, I believe. It's even if you start at 40 or 30. Now, granted, you do want to start earlier because it gives you a better advantage. Your mind's more malleable and you're more energetic and expressive. And as cliche as it sounds, you're not gonna get the time back that you waste, and you only have one hand, so you gotta make it count. No matter how bad it is, it kind of sucks. I understand, like if you come from a hellish place or say you're missing limbs or you're just in a really bad place. No one in this reality is going to accomplish the things that you want for your life for you. It's the truth. Why would people try to waste their time when they're struggling with their own life and they're trying to make the best they can, even if it's relatively their own best? They might not even take account to what your best is or what your thoughts and ideas and aspirations are. Major point here is you want to do different things in your life, but you're seeking affirmation from the people around you. And sometimes it's going to be scary and it's going to be really difficult because you don't understand why this is happening in your life. You don't understand why you have this drive or why you're curious. No one knows in psychology why we have interests and why we're drawn towards certain things. One of the biggest favors you do for yourself is asking questions and asking a lot of good questions and ask the right questions. Don't ask questions that are going to lead you to denying what you want. A lot of people who have low self-esteem or lots of doubt like to ask questions that, let's be honest, if you don't do anything in this life, you're going to fail. It's black and white. When you wake up hungry, your world is already taking away nutrients from your body. Each breath that you take, it's not enough. You got to take another one. Whether or not failure is going to happen is obvious. It will always happen, but that's part of life. Is it worth failing 100 times to get or master it once? I say it is. You're never going to know your learning curve because your learning curve is going to change with time. But I think anything is worth mastering in 100 times or even 200 times as long as you have the drive. We got to keep focused on the end goal and focus on your vision. Vision is important for any part of your life. Back to that starting track, we all start at different times and we all finish the race at different times. And there's nothing wrong or anything to be ashamed of. No one had the authority to say that your life was just going to be exactly like somebody else, or even your efficacy or your rate of success. The permission to pursue something feels good because it gives us comfort when we know we're about to fail. Look back and evaluate your life. Think about talents that you want. Wouldn't it have been worth it if you had permission to fail the things that you wanted to pursue the most, and right now you were reaping the fruits of those talents that you've attained through trial and error? No one said I could be the master of a roundhouse kick, but by golly, after 400 roundhouse or failed roundhouse kicks, I have a pretty solid roundhouse. Totally worth it. So today, I, Siki, am giving you permission. I'm giving you permission to at least fail 400 times. That's it. 400 times, whatever you want to pursue. Choose anything you want. Imagine the world's at your fingertips and choose the talents that you want. Maybe you're thinking, I want to be a NASCAR driver. Then go for it, dude. I got your back. I want to see you take some really mean left turns. I'm no one to say what you can and you can't do. Remember, I'm not condoning or advocating that you go postal on people. Please don't. Just start with this mindset that you're going to do whatever it takes, and that you're not going to compare yourself to other people as far as growth goes, because your growth is unique to yourself, just like everyone else's growth is unique to them. OG Grandmaster Thomas Jefferson said, "Nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal. Nothing on earth can help the man with the wrong attitude." You got permission. Go find someone. Go find a proximity. Go find a group. That's one of the key things. If you want to be a ballet dancer, get situated with ballet dancers. You want to be a pig farmer, find a mentorship. Find people that also farm pigs. Also, define what it means to be good at this said talent that you want to pursue, and what does it mean to you that this person is that said thing. For me, a good marksman is someone that's able to have resolve and tranquility and take out a good shot from over 300 yards away. For instance, what looks like a good chef to different people is a different beast. Everyone has a different idea of what it means to be a good chef. Don't let anyone define you. You define yourself. You want to make a steak with Nutella? Go for it. Of course, it might damage your cells, but that's my subjective view. At this point, we are because of what we do. Liars are liars because they lie, and cake decorators decorate cakes. Anything beyond that is up to you. If you want to be a super cake decorator, you have to define what that means and how to find the resource, and who knows. Seeking out who's already done it before is also a great way to find mentorship or find that a space between the barriers and your goal. Now, people say that there's natural born talent, and there is, but there's also a lot of people that work really hard to attain the things that they want to accomplish. Write down what you want to be and what characteristics and talents you're going to have once you've achieved that. You're going to plant the seed, and you're going to water it, and the rest of that seed analogy, that's what you're going to do. You're going to invest in yourself. You're going to invest in this talent, and one day it's going to bear fruit. And it's really special if this is your first talent, because it's going to be a wild experience. And once someday you master one talent, you're going to be able to transfer your experience or transfer learning to another talent. One of the verses that really gets me in the Bible: whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much, and whoever is dishonest with very little can also be dishonest with much. And that comes from Luke 16:10. I'm also going to paraphrase the minas or the talents. To one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, to another 1, to each according to his ability. Then he went away, and who had received the 5 talents went at once and traded with them, and he made 5 talents more. The idea is, in life is designed for you to be fruitful and be successful and just work hard and do big things. But you need a map, and that map is asking yourself, what kind of talents can I achieve, and how can I get there? So that's it for this video. Once again, thank you for watching. If you could please like, subscribe, comment, or share it, that would be a doozy. Anyway, looking forward to making more content for you. And ciao.